My name's Laird, I'm Nick's dad. I guess the big issue about Nick committing suicide was really nobody saw it coming. The main facts are these. Nick was 18 years old, he had a car, he had a job as an apprentice carpenter, he had money, he had a girlfriend in an off-on relationship, he had a lot of friends, but he still decided one day to end it all. That's the thing that really affects us the most, and all of his friends the most, because people don't realise how many of their friends are out there thinking about them all of the time, and then when something happens like this, there's no going back. So when it all happened, and after it happened, we tried to work out what might have caused it, and we looked at the various web-based sites to get an idea of what sort of characteristics somebody might exhibit when they're depressed, and there was very little available to easily find. So I did some research, and I spent 18 months researching in conjunction with ASRAP, the National Suicide Prevention Organisation, on what studies had been done, both in Australia and overseas, to, I guess, get an understanding of why people might get to the stage they look at taking their own life. And what really surprised me is, from all the studies done, there were none that really focused on assisting and trying to understand boys and girls aged, well, you call them young adults, I guess, aged 16 to 21. So I decided to document that information and, in a communication sense, put a plan together to get to that audience of 16 to 21s, to let them know, firstly as a communication hub by way of a website initially, that there were, I guess, solutions or opportunities for them to discuss these issues with their peers, with their friends, and then attempt to direct them to certain services that are already in existence throughout Australia to perhaps assist them, because that audience really don't relate to the services that are out there now. They don't think of it going to these people when they have issues. They either bottle it up themselves or might discuss with a couple of friends, but really they want to keep it to themselves. And the big issue with that, of course, is there are people out there who've been through this issue before. There are people who can assist them, but if you're bottling it up yourself and you think that you're the only one who has these issues and you're too embarrassed to talk about it, to talk to people about it, especially your own friends or friends of friends, or counsellors or teachers or whoever, then generally doesn't always solve itself. And that's seen by the huge amount of suicides in Australia. More suicides in Australia now than the road accident toll. So that's why we've set the website up, to be a communication hub. We're going to be working with different organisations to research what we're doing is making a marked difference. And of course, we'll be looking at local, state and government funding to get the message out on an ongoing basis, not just a one day of the year we have some suicide prevention issue going, but full time, so the audience, the target audience and their friends can actually understand there's some areas where they can get some assistance and some moral support. So that's what we're about, and we're at the stage of kicking that off very shortly.